Good morning. So today we're back out here on the Big Summit Prairie, gonna do some road work. So today we're grinding the road up, putting a cement mix in it and road grading it out, rolling it, getting it ready for paving. So as you can tell, it's a little cloudy today, a little rainy. It's about 43 degrees up here, not too bad. We're on the Big Summit. And then this truck is what I'll be driving today. So this is a 2005 Kenworth T800, and it has a 4,000 gallon water tank on it. And what we do is we hook to this machine over here. He pushes us, sucks the water in, and basically rototills the road base. So this is just a big old rototiller. And he pushes the water truck with that bar on the front, sucks the water in there with that hose, and then it mixes the water, the cement, and the existing road base, mixes it all together about 8 inches deep, 10 inches deep right in there. And then that way it's got moisture, and they come along behind it with the road grader. It's sitting right there and blade it out flat, and then they roll it with a they call it a pad's foot roller or a sheep's foot. It's got a bunch of big knobs on the roller drum, and he kind of pushes it all in, and then come along behind it with a finish roller and finish it. Then they can pave over it. This truck here spreads the dry cement. It's got a big auger on the back, and it takes bulk dry cement and spreads it on the road in front of us, and then as we go over it, it just tills it in. So we'll show you some of that process today. It's kind of a fun job. It's not real high paced when you're in the water truck, because you're just getting pushed by that machine, and he's going about 1 or 2 miles an hour. So anyway, show you some of that process today. So I'll show you the difference here between the ground up road and then what we did yesterday with the cement mixed into it. So that grinder came along and just ground up the asphalt and the road base together to make this, and it's just ground up, basically ground up asphalt and gravel. So then this is where we stopped yesterday. You can see the difference in the color. So that has cement mixed in it and was bladed and rolled. So this will be the base that they come back and pave asphalt over. And so this is basically the finished product. Then the asphalt will go on top of this, and then we'll put shoulder rock off the edge of the asphalt, just along the shoulders right above the ditches there, and that'll be the finished product. So this is the pad's foot roller. Some people call it a sheep's foot, but it's got big knobs on the drum, and it vibrates like a regular roller does. So it kind of compacts everything down real good. You can tell they're pretty big. I mean, pretty tall. So it gets down in there good in the loose gravel that that grinder leaves. And then the other roller is up here. I'll show that to you. This is the business end of the water truck. So we fill with this one here. Hose goes in it, runs up the tank, goes over the top and fills in a top hole there. And then there's a top cannon to spray water if you need to. There's 2 sprayers, 1 on each side. And then this is where the grinder hooks to He just opens that valve. This is just a straight dump valve right out of the tank, and he pulls water right out of there, hooks his bar right to the pintle hitch there, and that's how they make that work. So this is a smooth drum roller for the finish, for finish work. As you can tell, that drum is smooth. Thusly the name, smooth drum. But so he comes along after it's graded with the road grader and just finish rolls it and makes it look like a highway. So that roller does the finish work. So when you're doing this in the water truck, I'm hooked up right now to the grinder, and you just put the water truck in neutral, let it idle, and he pushes you along. So you just got to steer in front of him basically. It's a pretty easy deal, and he just pulls the water out as he's pushing you, and then when you're done he just unhooks you and you go fill it up. And so that's right now we're hooked up, getting ready to get started. So here we go, we're grinding, and he's pushing me here. So I'll show you in the mirror. Now we're getting pulled backwards to start another run here, so you can see in front of us the difference in color. So that's what we just tilled up on the left, and we're backing up here to take a pass out of the center, and we'll hit it again. Alright, here's where we're getting water for the water trucks. Pulling right out of the creek. There it goes. Try to get the kinks out of the hose. There. So now it's filling. So yeah, just trying to wash some of this cement dust off and keep this truck clean. They get real grungy if you don't keep them hosed off. I don't have a ton of pressure in this hose. It's just whatever's coming from the pump there. But works pretty good to keep it washed off. Truck stays clean, and it takes probably about 12 to 15 minutes to fill, so you got time to wash it each round, each time you fill it up. All right, she's full. Water truck is full. See it just starting to bubble out of the very top. So this little drain that we put on here for the hose works as a drain too, because that pipe right there is full of water. You take this coupler apart, all that water shoots right back, basically right on your feet. But this eliminates most of that, it drains it out. You get a little bit still, but it's not bad. Just like that. Lay the hose down. We're off again. Alright, here, so here comes the grinder. He's backing up for the last pass on this stretch. Got the other water truck hooked to the front. There he's setting in, dropping the grinder. And there they go. So this is how the bulk cement gets here. These big tankers pulling double trailers. And they bring it up here and pump it off into that truck. Get it back to the shop. The day is over. We got about 4,000 feet today, and we had about 1.1 miles yesterday. So we've got a little over 1 mile left for tomorrow, and we'll have this wrapped up and they can start paving on it. We couldn't get the cement trucks today that we had yesterday, so we couldn't go quite as far. Then we'll finish it up tomorrow. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.